Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy the content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Once again, there's trouble in the WNBA. You see, it's things like this is why folks don't take the WNBA seriously. Satou Sabally, one of the best forwards in the WNBA. On any given night, she'll give you like 15, 4, and 3. Shoot about 43%, 44% from the field. A good three-point shooter when she got her head on right. Man, this girl is pulling a Dawana Bonner. The Dawana Bonner effect is in full effect. Dawana Bonner. She's currently on the Phoenix Mercury team. You know, she's in a relationship with Alyssa Thomas, the team's best player. But she was on the Indiana Fever's team. She was benched. She cried her way out of town. She sat out, and then she was traded. Same situation for personal reasons. But the reasons was she was out of the rotation. Now, when you look at Sabally's situation, you know, she's in a similar situation because ever since Dawana Bonner has came over, it's like me watching the games, I feel like Satou Sabally, it's like she feel like she gotta play like fourth fiddle now because it's Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Cooper, now Dawana Bonner, who's the third all-time leading scorer in WNBA history. So her name speaks for herself. And now Sabally has to play fourth fiddle to them. You know what I'm saying? I been got that vibe that she don't really like that. She's been dealing with an injury, so that plays a part in it too. But if you hurt, sit down. I don't think it's about her being hurt. It's about her feelings being hurt. She's not getting the minutes that she thinks she deserves. And I think she just don't want to be there anymore. This has been happening quite frequently. You know, you got Marina Mabrey. She was with the Chicago Sky. She didn't want to be there. She requested a trade. They sent her to the Connecticut Sun. A few players left the Connecticut Sun. She wanted to leave too. They told her no. Same thing happened with Natasha Cloud. She was with the Phoenix Mercury. She cried her way out of town. They sent her to the Connecticut Sun. She got crossed there, didn't want to be crossed there. Now she is playing for one of the best teams in the NBA. I mean the WNBA, the New York Liberty. You know, this is a shame. You don't quit when adversity hits. You just can't do that. You're quitting on your team. You're getting a label of being a quitter. That's never a good look. You never know. She could be pregnant because I do believe she one of the few in the WNBA that live a normal lifestyle. You know? So we never know. You also got Dejon Carrington. She was with the Dallas Wing. You know, she cried her way out of town. Now look what she playing at. She recently was traded to the Minnesota Lynx, one of the best teams in the WNBA. So everyone is sitting back and seeing, if you don't want to play on the team, just sit out. Fake an injury, don't play well, they're going to take you out of the rotation and eventually trade you. You know, that's the blueprint that Dawana Bonner and others have set. And this is a copycat league. All the women who face adversity and who are not strong enough to deal with it, they're going to quit and pull the same thing. It's too late in the season for the Phoenix Mercury to be even dealing with this. You know? Like, it's a tight race in the standings. Every game is crucial. The playoffs are going to be getting close. You know, the coach don't have time dealing with a player who's in their feelings because they may not be getting the minutes that they think they should get. Like, come on, man. I thought this was a professional league. It seems like every time you look up, there's something going on with this league that's not professional. That's why folks don't take this league seriously. You know, everything is blown out of proportion. You got things being thrown on the court. It's just a bad look around the board. You know? Satou Sabally is a quitter, though. You don't just quit on your team like that. You know, she was benched for the whole second half of the Atlanta Dream game. Like, that's crazy. In a game they got blew out. She was a big part of them getting blown out because they seen she didn't have it. And it was basically 4-on-5 out there. The coach noticed that and yanked her. She had no energy. She wasn't focused. I think she made the first shot and she just disappeared, just going through the motions, man. It's not right. The team don't deserve that. The coach don't deserve that. The fans don't deserve that. When you look at Sabally, though, she's never really played like a complete season. She always misses chunks of every season. And that's sad because she's being paid big money. She's one of the highest paid players in the WNBA. You know? She's jacking the system. She's jacking the fans. So the coach came out and said, this is a personal matter. She is out for personal reasons. We support her through this time and are excited to get her back when she's ready. When she's ready. Oh no. See, the way he said that let you know that this is a problem. When she's ready. He should have said when she's available. That lets you know she's not hurt or anything like that. This is straight BS, man. You can't just have players having their way. I don't care if they're women or not, they're professionals. This is not the way you go about handling things at all. You can't just reward players, man, because they don't like how things are going. Eventually, everyone gonna feel they can have their way, and if they don't get their way, this gonna be the result. They're gonna sit out. This is not a good look, especially with the WNBA trying to agree on a deal with the CBA. Like, come on, man. This is just nonsense by the WNBA. They have to do better. I'm gonna just throw this out there. Don't be surprised if she get traded to the Indiana Fever. Don't be surprised. Could you imagine her getting traded to the Las Vegas Aces? The Aces need some help. Or better yet, Angel Reese needs some help in Chicago. She would be a nice fit over there too, you know? That would give the Chicago Sky a big three. Reese, Sabally, Cardoso. That would be nice. Because when you look at all the top teams, they all got a big three. You know, if you got your superstar type player, superstar name, I think you should try to build a big three with them. That's the only way you're going to win in the WNBA. For real. But y'all let me know what y'all think of the situation about Satou Sabally quitting on her team and out indefinitely because of personal reasons. Do you believe it? Or do you think she's full of it?